Okay, so I actually use electric hand warmers. I'm actually about to put one into this carrier with the baby. There is a baby squirrel in there. She's tucked into the blankets, but once I take her off this heat pad and bring her to work with me, it's right under there. I have it extend past, so when I nurse her, she's on warmth and she sleeps in warmth. But the problem is when I take her to work with me, she doesn't have this. I don't have an outlet for her. So I have to come up with an alternative method to warm her. And so this is what I've come up with. Basically, the way that this works, because the instructions are a really poor translation into English, but both sides heat up. And for that reason, I made a little carrier thing. Oops. But a baby sock I found also, because they get dirty. That's a blueberry, actually. She's just starting to be interested in solid food. This baby sock I actually got at the dollar store, and it fits perfect. I'm not sure the age, but I was just looking for a size. So this works really well too. So how this works is, of course, the first time you get it, you want to fully charge it. And that's how you charge it right there. It comes with a little plug. And this is because it can also charge your smartphone. But that's not what we're interested in. You just want to charge it in this port and get it fully charged. Once it's fully charged, you turn it on by pressing this button and holding and watching for the lights. Okay, so the first light is engaged, and I can already feel it getting warm on the top here. If I push it quick, again, the second light does, so it gets warmer. And again, the third light. So at this full setting, this gets really, really warm, enough that, this is important to have a cover because this metal gets pretty hot. I would only have the full setting if it were in something really furry like this, and it was pretty cold, but usually tap once, twice. I usually have it on the second setting, the medium warmth, and this seems to work really well. What's really nice about these, I'm just going to click and hold to turn it off. What's really nice about these is that when I cover it, and this is just extra material that I just stitched off and covered, but when I cover it with something furry like this microfiber, also got at the dollar store, the babies, it's like a warm body to them, and they just snuggle right up to it. And if it gets too hot, they just don't snuggle up to it. They move away. Whereas with a heat pad, it's the entire floor that's being warmed. And if that's too hot, they have to climb up. And to be honest, I feel like it's not a natural response. I have had one or two in my history of doing this, babies that didn't understand that much, and they actually tried to dig down and get closer to it, and then they were crying, they were squeaking, screaming because it was too hot for them. So I just feel like even though I'm using this one, this baby is older. It's an eyes open baby that I just got. The real little ones, like the pinkies, I just don't know how much I trust the heat pad. And with this, it's a very natural response to snuggle or not snuggle up to something for warmth. I feel like this would be really great for the little cottontail babies that come in too. But really, I'm just showing you this because it's a fairly cheap item. I think the cheapest I've seen was $8 with shipping, a Prime item. The most I've seen it was $20 a piece, which I think is way too high. I have 4 of these. And I keep a little extra charger that's just for them. So I use 2 in a 24-hour period. So let's talk about how long they last. So just one of these on the medium setting in normal temperatures, no lower than 50 degrees, which I can't imagine you being in lower temperatures with your baby. But basically, they've tested at 20-degree weather, and they've come up with an 8-hour period that one can last. I've come up with a lot more. I've even had one last a full 24-hour period because the weather was much warmer, and it just didn't need as much power, and it was on the first setting. So on the middle setting in, fairly cold weather, this will last at least 10 hours, if not more than that. So what's nice is you have plenty of time to change this one out for a new one that will complete, and take you through the night. So you can get a full 24 hours. So for that reason, I have 4 of them. So I just finished feeding this baby. That's why she's sleeping so soundly and not up and bothering us. So I just finished feeding her, and I'm going to set up this heater for her, put it in her carrier, and she'll come to work with me.